Let's talk about writing. The conversation about writing begins when you first meet the learner or first begin working with a writing class. Use the informal intake discussion, Let's Talk About Writing, as a guide. This is to get the learners thinking about writing in their life. They may think of writing as something academic, and it is important for them to realize that it is really something rooted in everyday activities. It is also an opportunity for you to find out a lot about your learner. Start by brainstorming ways that he or the class already uses writing. Or you could go through the list on the informal intake discussion together. Ask the learner if he's done any of the writing tasks listed. If he has, have him rate his confidence level around doing that writing task. Ask him why he is or is not confident about a certain task. What makes some writing tasks harder or scarier than others? Does he do any writing that isn't listed here? Have him add it to the list. Is there any writing task that he doesn't do that he'd like to be able to do? Make a note of this too. There is also an opportunity to start talking about the contexts and reasons for writing. In Write Forward, as in the ESDC Literacy and Essential Skills framework, the writing contexts are home, community, and work. As the learner suggests writing tasks or mentions tasks that he does, have him identify which context they are in. At this point, you could print them on the board under the appropriate context heading. Point out that many of them are used in all three contexts. This starts setting the idea that the skill of writing is transferable between contexts. Then, have the learner identify the reasons for the writing tasks. Again, taken from Write Forward, the reasons could be to inform, to organize, to remember or remind, to describe, to record or document, or to request. Now turn the page over. The questions on side 2 can be completed by the learner independently or can be used as a basis for discussion. After the discussion, have the learner write as much as he can in answer to each question. These are good beginning conversations to have and will prepare the learner to use Write Forward. While the Let's Talk About Writing conversation does give you lots of information about your learner and his attitude towards writing, you still need to know where to start him in the Write Forward process. The informal placement exercise is a simple tool that will give you an approximate starting placement for your learner. Have him complete the informal placement exercise independently. If he cannot fill in the personal information section, he should begin Write Forward in Level A. If he can fill in the personal information section, but not the Tell Me Something About Yourself section, he is ready to begin Level 1B. If he fills in both the personal information section and the Tell Me Something About Yourself section, you should consult the competency and skill progression chart to see if his writing correlates best with Level 1B, Level 1C, Level 2A, or Level 2B. If the learner places higher than Level 2B, then Write Forward will not be an appropriate assessment tool for him. Both you and your learners will benefit from this guided conversation. It will prepare you both for working through the exercises and rubrics. For more detailed information, refer to the user guide.